I think he had my heart in a non-romantic way already. We were great friends for like over 20 years
Yeah.
already.
Faith Evans, the iconic songstress, has just dropped a bombshell revelation that's sending shockwaves through the entertainment industry. After years of speculation and whispers, Evans has finally confirmed what we thought all along, and it's juicier than we ever imagined. Was she caught in the crossfire of Biggie and Tupac's feud, or was it a revenge plot for her husband's fling with Lil C? We also know that she married her son's godfather, Stevie J. Talk about mixing business with pleasure, but was it a match made in heaven, or just another questionable decision off her personal life? Stay tuned, because we are going to reveal the truth behind every question that has raised people's eyebrows for years. Let's get started by getting to know Faith Evans's singing career. The born of a music star. Faith Renee Evans was born on June 10, 1973, in Lakeland, Florida, to Helen Evans, an 18-year-old African-American professional singer, and Richard Swain, a white musician of English and possibly Italian ancestry. When her parents separated, Evans was just 6 months old and was sent to Newark, New Jersey to be raised by her Aunt Johnny Mae, whom she often referred to as her grandmother to simplify her family history, and her husband, Orville Kennedy. Growing up in Newark in the 1970s, Evans was immersed in music from an early age. By the age of 3, she was singing gospel songs in church. Her fear of performing was overcome when she belted out "Let the Sunshine In" from the musical Hair at the tender age of 3, a moment she recalls as pivotal in deciding to pursue a singing career. Influenced by her aunt's and mother's record collections, she listened to artists like Earth, Wind and Fire, Donna Summer, Anita Ward, Jimi Hendrix, Joni Mitchell, and house performers from the 1980s. Evans was an honor student in high school, where she frequently performed in plays and concerts. She received a full scholarship to study marketing at Fordham University, but left after 1 year to pursue her goal of becoming a professional singer. Despite her fair skin tone, Evans has always identified as a black woman, stating, "I went to a black high school, was raised in a black household, and all of my friends were black. I didn't experience any changes." Evans's early life and career were marked by a strong work ethic, talent, and determination to succeed in the music industry on her own merits. Teenage mom at 19, college scholarship on hold, and a rising music career. Faith Evans's journey was far from easy. How did she balance fame, family, and love while raising a talented daughter who's now making waves of her own? At the age of 19, Faith Evans gave birth to her first child, China Tajiri Griffin, with artist and producer Kiyama Griffin. During this critical period in Evans's life, she was still attending Fordham University on a full scholarship and expecting her first child. The relationship between Evans and Griffin, who was also a young, aspiring artist, was strained by China's birth. The release of her debut album, Faith, in 1996 marked the beginning of Evans's own successful career, but she never wavered in her commitment to raising her daughter. Evans's relationship with Griffin ended when their daughter was only a few months old, leaving China's early years characterized by instability. However, Evans found comfort and encouragement in her new connection with rapper the Notorious B.I.G., who took China under his wing and grew quite close to her. China followed in her mother's footsteps as a singer and composer, and despite the ups and downs of her parents' relationship, she grew up to be a gifted and resilient young woman. After releasing her first single, Grown Lady, in 2012, she also collaborated with her father, Kiyama Griffin, on songs like All Right. China maintains close contact with both her biological parents, who have had a significant influence on her life and career. Faith Evans' rise to fame was a wild ride from backup singer to R&B superstar. She has a story to tell: hit-making, heartbreak, and hustle. But what's the real secret to her success? From teen mom to R&B icon, Faith Evans's career took off midway through the 1990s, catapulting her from little attention to global celebrity. Her exceptional skill, unshakable will, and a string of fortunate circumstances all contributed to her journey and propelled her to the top of the R&B music world. Evans started her professional music career in the early 1990s, working as a lyricist and backup vocalist on critically acclaimed albums, including Mary J. Blige's My Life. Sean Puffy Combs, the man behind the venerable Bad Boy Records label, first became aware of Evans as a result of this collaboration. Combs saw Evans's enormous potential and made history in 1995 by signing her as the first female musician for his company. This decision significantly impacted Evans' professional path. In the same year, Evans started recording her self-titled debut album, Faith, which was released to the public in May 1996. Hit songs like You Used to Love Me and Soon as I Get Home from the album, which highlighted her strong vocals and poignant lyrics, made it a critical and financial triumph. Evans received a Grammy nomination for Best Female R&B Vocal Performance for the lead track You Used to Love Me, which became a top 25 smash on the Billboard Hot 100 chart. Evans became well-known very soon after Faith became popular, solidifying her place as a rising star in the R&B music industry. Both critics and audiences were enthralled by her distinctive vocal technique, which skillfully combined forceful gospel-inspired testimony with delicate, breathy phrasing. Evans' well-publicized relationship and marriage to renowned rapper the Notorious B.I.G. further contributed to her rise to fame. The pair met at a photo shoot in August 1994 and married just 9 days later despite being barely 21 years old. Their rocky but passionate relationship and B.I.G.'s untimely murder in 1997 catapulted Evans into the public spotlight, adding an element of sorrow and intrigue to her image. Following her husband's death, Evans released her second album, Keep the Faith, in 1998. The album, which included the breakthrough single Love Like This, showcased Evans' music in a more mature and introspective light, solidifying her reputation as one of the most skilled and recognized R&B musicians of the time. The record was a critical and commercial triumph, bolstering her standing in the industry. Evans continued to create successful albums for the next 2 decades, including Faithfully in 2001, The First Lady in 2005, and Something About Faith in 2010. She also pursued other artistic endeavors, such as penning a New York Times best-selling memoir, Keep the Faith, a Memoir, in 2008, and co-creating and starring in the reality show R&B Divas in 2012. Throughout her career, Evans has received recognition for her contributions to R&B music. She has been nominated for 7 Grammy Awards, and in 1998, her homage to the Notorious B.I.G., I'll Be Missing You, won the prize for Best Rap Performance by a Duo or Group. She is one of the most well-known and significant R&B singers of her time, thanks to her strong vocals, reflective lyrics, and skill at fusing hip-hop, gospel, and soul influences. Evans persevered in the face of hardships and criticism, especially in light of her perceived industry plant status and dependence on her husband's influence. She used her talent, commitment, and unwavering love of music to silence her critics and establish her legacy as a true icon in the R&B and soul music industries. Scandalous romance. From instant attraction to tragic heartbreak, Faith Evans and Biggie's whirlwind romance was a wild ride of love, lust, and loyalty. Let's delve into their scandalous affair and the devastating end that shook the music world. A whirlwind marriage cut short by tragedy, Faith Evans and the Notorious B.I.G. had a fast-paced courtship that fascinated both the public and the music business. Even though it was chaotic, their union had a lasting impact on everyone they came into contact with. It was during a Bad Boy Records photo session in 1994 that Faith Evans and Christopher the Notorious B.I.G. Wallace first met. Biggie was the rising star on Combs' label at the time, and Evans was a young R&B artist who had only recently joined. There was an undeniable connection between the two right away. Just 8 days after their first meeting, the young couple made the risky choice to tie the knot. Biggie famously told Vibe magazine, "I married her after knowing her for 8 days, and I was happy." The statement reflected their impromptu union. "That was my baby," Biggie once told Vibe, "but with us being so spontaneous, we did it backwards." Evans and Biggie's marriage was quick, but it was characterized by a strong, steadfast love. In a recent interview, Evans spoke warmly of her late husband's integrity, despite his adultery. "He was as honest as anything," Evans remarked. "Most of the time, I didn't know what was going on, but when I did, I asked him, and he told me the truth." The couple's marriage was not without difficulties, though. Tension and upheaval were caused by Biggie's high-profile connections with other women, such as Lil' Kim and Charlie Baltimore. Evans, who often found herself at the center of Biggie's infidelity, stood her ground and warned that there would be consequences. According to Faith Evans's memoir, Keeping the Faith, she once went to Biggie's hotel room and saw Lil' Kim asleep in his bed. Evans became enraged and accosted the young rapper, who was completely naked at the moment. The fight between the two women suddenly became heated, with Lil' Kim allegedly pointing a gun at Evans at one point. Following the event, Lil' Kim allegedly released her rage by damaging the paintwork of Evans' Land Cruiser. This spectacular confrontation strained their relationship, and they eventually separated. Evans also stated that she and Biggie tried to mend their relationship, but she found out that he still kept seeing other women. Biggie's biggest rival, Tupac Shakur, released a vicious diss track exposing secrets and lies, tormenting Faith Evans and Biggie's marriage. But what secrets were so explosive that they destroyed their love forever? Let's find out the truth behind the scandal that rocked the hip-hop world when hip-hop's biggest rivalry turned personal. Before becoming competitors, Biggie and Tupac were pals. Additionally, Faith Evans moved between them in their rivalry. The already turbulent relationship between Faith Evans and the notorious B.I.G. was greatly affected by the 1996 publication of Tupac Shakur's diss single, Hit 'Em Up, in which he claimed to have had a sexual relationship with Evans. This incident introduced a new level of complications and stress to their already difficult marriage. The aggressive and heated lyrics from Tupac's song Hit 'Em Up implied a romantic relationship between Tupac and Faith Evans, in addition to directly criticizing Biggie. The lyrics created a cloud of doubt and mistrust around Evans and Biggie's relationship, fueling rumors and speculation in the hip-hop world and the media. The claims stated in the diss track exacerbated the already existing breach between Biggie and Evans, making it harder to mend. They had to navigate their relationship through the heavy media attention and conjecture while dealing with the shame and scrutiny that came with the public nature of the accusations. The fallout from Tupac's allegations left Faith Evans feeling confused, hurt, and betrayed. The accusations' public nature not only impacted her personal life, but also her reputation and public image in the music industry. It is impossible to overstate how much Tupac's diss track affected Evans and Biggie's relationship. It put more strain on an already precarious marriage, escalating hostility and mistrust between them. Their personal issues became more complicated due to the public nature of the claims, making it difficult for them to keep their relationship intimate and trusting. The shocking revelation. Biggie's shocking paternity denial shattered Faith Evans's heart and their marriage. What secrets led to the ultimate betrayal that destroyed their love forever? Was it the pressure of fame, the temptation of infidelity, or a deeper darkness that tore them apart when love turned deadly? During a tumultuous period in their marriage, Faith Evans became pregnant with Biggie's child. However, when the news broke, Biggie officially denied that he was the father. This denial was influenced by a series of events involving Tupac Shakur. Faith Evans alleges that Tupac approached her about collaborating on a song and offered her $25,000 to create and perform the hook. Evans agreed and informed her husband, the notorious B.I.G., who approved the collaboration. However, when Evans arrived at the studio, she discovered it was Death Row Records, Tupac's label, which made her uncomfortable due to the ongoing feud between Death Row and her label, Bad Boy Entertainment. Evans also claims that she never received the promised $25,000 payment. Despite this, Tupac's ex-girlfriend Desiree Smith asserted that Tupac planned to sleep with Evans as a way to get revenge on Biggie. Faith Evans has consistently denied having a sexual relationship with Tupac, both in her memoir and interviews, maintaining that nothing untoward occurred while they recorded the song. Their already shaky relationship was further damaged by Biggie's public denial of paternity. This denial not only raised doubts about his dedication to Evans and their family, but also exposed their private lives to more scrutiny and public shame. The incident was the last straw, causing Evans to end her stormy marriage to the legendary rapper and start dating Todd Rusaw. The emotional and psychological toll of Biggie's denial was immense for Evans. His public disavowal of their child likely felt like a deep betrayal, severing the closeness and trust they had shared. Evans's choice to break up with Biggie and begin a new relationship with Rusaw was a difficult but necessary decision for her to move on and find stability in her life. Biggie's denial of paternity might not have truly reflected his feelings for Evans and their child, but was perhaps a move to preserve his public persona and reputation. Nonetheless, this choice contributed to the disintegration of their marriage and the loss of the family they had envisioned. The birth of their child and Biggie's subsequent denial marked a turning point that permanently changed the path of their relationship, capturing the public's interest. Even in the final days before his tragic death, Evans and Biggie continued to exhibit an undeniable love and connection despite their grief and heartbreak. In a night of partying and tragedy, Faith Evans's world was shattered. What was Evans's last moment with Biggie? From a reconciliation to a devastating goodbye. A night of reconciliation turned deadly in an uncensored broadcast on TV1 in 2019, when Faith Evans shared the specifics of her most recent encounter with Biggie. They had both attended a party at the Peterson Automotive Museum in Los Angeles. When Evans's friends saw Biggie, they asked her if she would go talk to him, but she declined. Biggie tried to reach Evans by sending one of his close friends. Evans recounted, "He made sure he sent CE over to where my friends and I were. CE claimed that Big stated, 'What's up to me?' and I instructed him to convey the same message to Big." Evans received the heartbreaking news from fellow rapper Heavy D while she was being driven to an after-party in the Hollywood Hills. Heavy D told her, "I suspect something happened to Big," as they were on their way up the Hollywood Hills. He saw her getting out of her car and approaching the party home. Evans narrated, "I think something happened, so I think you should get in the car and head to the hospital." The news was a massive shock to Evans, who had long been worried about Biggie's safety due to the ongoing rivalry between East Coast and West Coast hip-hop groups. The news was devastating, and Evans fell into a deep depression. Evans raced to the hospital, where she learned the terrible news. Her husband had been murdered in a drive-by shooting near the Soul Music Awards ceremony. The doctor informed her, "We lost Big." Evans struggled to find words to describe her feelings, saying, "Damn, I didn't know what to do." The death of Christopher Notorious B.I.G. Wallace on March 8, 1997, in Los Angeles, shocked the music industry and deeply affected those closest to him, including his wife, Faith Evans. Biggie reportedly sustained 4 gunshot wounds to his chest. Despite their unresolved issues, the fact that they attended the same party but chose to avoid interaction indicates lingering affection and a desire for reconciliation. After Biggie's passing, Evans honored his memory by releasing a tribute album, "I'll Be Missing You," in 1997. The album was nominated for a Grammy Award for Best Rap Performance by a Duo or Group. In her best-selling memoir, Keep the Faith, Evans openly discussed the highs and lows of her relationship with Biggie, from his tragic death to a whirlwind romance. Her marriage to Todd Rusaw was a roller coaster of love, loss, and scandal. Let's delve into the secrets of their 14-year journey from wedding bells to divorce drama, a marriage of ups and downs. In 1995, Faith Evans and Todd Rusaw crossed paths in the music business, and their romance quickly took off. By November 1997, just 9 months after the death of Evans's first husband, Biggie Smalls, they were married. Their 14-year marriage, however, faced significant challenges before they separated in 2005, with their relationship becoming increasingly strained over the years. Evans encountered additional difficulties in 2006 when she was detained for driving under the influence and in possession of drugs. Despite these challenges, she and Rusaw remained devoted to their family and welcomed 2 children during their marriage, Joshua, born in 1998, and Ryder, born in 2000. Faith Evans filed for divorce from Todd Rusaw in 2011, citing irreconcilable differences after nearly 14 years of marriage. In a joint statement, the couple expressed their commitment to remaining friends and sharing parental responsibilities for their children. Evans sought sole physical custody, while Rusaw was granted shared legal custody. The divorce was undoubtedly a tough and emotional process for both parties, but they worked to protect their privacy and that of their children during this difficult time. Despite the pain of their divorce, Evans and Rusaw's marriage had a lasting impact on their lives and careers. Their union produced 2 beautiful children and supported each other's professional pursuits. After the breakup, both Evans and Rusaw continued to thrive in their respective fields, with Evans maintaining a significant presence in the music industry and Rusaw continuing his work as a producer and talent manager. After 2 failed marriages, Faith Evans took a third chance on love with Stevie J, but their union descended into a toxic nightmare of infidelity, violence, and heartbreak. Faith Evans's third marriage. Faith Evans's third marriage to Stevie J ended in turmoil. Evans married Stevie J, her son's godfather, in a surprise ceremony in Las Vegas in July 2018. When asked how his father would have felt about the marriage, Evans's son, Christopher Jr., said, "Listen, over 20 years had passed. I am sure he would be pleased that she is happy." Despite their long history together, Evans and Stevie J's marriage quickly descended into a messy divorce. Stevie J filed for divorce just 3 years later. During their brief marriage, Evans was shocked to discover that Stevie J was still seeing his former girlfriend, Joseline Hernandez. Evans recounted, "I wasn't entirely certain if he was still seeing his former partner because I'm not a man-stealer or a homewrecker. I backed away when you kind of told me you guys weren't together, and then, soon after finding out that you still kind of were." The tumultuous relationship between Stevie J and Joseline Hernandez continued into 2017, even after Evans's breakup with Stevie J due to emotional distress. Stevie J's history of infidelity, including a brief affair with Evans while he was still involved with Joseline, cast a shadow over their relationship. Evans ultimately ended things with Stevie J upon learning of his continued infidelity. Stevie J's penchant for cheating was evident, as demonstrated by his attempt to reconcile with Mimi Faust while living with Joseline Hernandez. Joseline, determined to protect her family, confronted Stevie J and discovered he was still living with Mimi, leading to a violent altercation. In 2021, after Stevie J filed for divorce, he requested spousal support. Evans contested this request and sought to retain all pre-marriage and post-marriage assets. Their divorce process was lengthy and painful, marked by a violent incident in 2020 that resulted in Evans's arrest for hitting Stevie J. Following the altercation, Stevie J called the police, and Evans was released on bond the next day. Despite their separation, Evans posted videos from a beach trip with Stevie J, suggesting they were still spending time together. Stevie J also made a heartfelt public apology on Mother's Day, promising to listen and be kinder. But despite these gestures, Evans appeared to have ended their relationship for good. Both Evans and Stevie J found the experience challenging, highlighting the difficulties of high-profile relationships in the entertainment industry. Faith Evans has since continued to thrive in her career, with a net worth of approximately $27 million as of 2023. Her success as a singer, songwriter, and record producer, coupled with her philanthropic efforts, underscores her talent and dedication. Evans remains active in her music career and charitable initiatives, especially those benefiting children. Currently residing in Los Angeles, California, she continues to make significant contributions both professionally and philanthropically. Mentorship and legacy. Faith Evans has long been a guiding force in the R&B community, recognized not only for her vocal prowess, but also for her dedication to nurturing the next generation of artists. Understanding the importance of mentorship, Evans has taken numerous up-and-coming musicians under her wing, sharing the wisdom and experience she has accumulated over decades in the industry. Evans established her own record label to provide a platform for young talent to flourish. She is actively involved in the development of her protégés, offering hands-on guidance through songwriting workshops and vocal training sessions. Her approach ensures that each artist comprehends the complexities of the music business, the significance of authenticity, and the hard work necessary to sustain a successful career. In addition to her record label, Evans frequently hosts master classes and seminars, providing aspiring musicians with invaluable insights into the creative process, industry challenges, and maintaining artistic integrity. She also emphasizes the importance of self-care and mental health, drawing from her own experiences to stress the need for a balanced life. Faith's mentorship goes beyond technical skills. She instills in her mentees the values of perseverance, resilience, and humility. Her commitment to mentorship is not just about developing talent, but also about fostering a supportive and inclusive community within the music industry. Through her efforts, Faith Evans is ensuring that her legacy is one of empowerment, leaving a lasting impact on the lives and careers of countless emerging artists. The making of Faith Evans's latest album is a testament to her artistic evolution and enduring relevance in the music industry. The journey of creating this album was both challenging and exhilarating, marked by creative breakthroughs and intense collaboration. The process began with a series of songwriting retreats, where Evans, along with a team of talented writers and producers, immersed themselves in crafting songs that reflect her growth as an artist. These retreats were a melting pot of ideas, with everyone contributing to the rich tapestry of sounds and themes that define the album. Evans took a bold approach, blending traditional R&B with contemporary elements, resulting in a fresh yet familiar sound. She collaborated with a diverse group of artists, including both established names and rising stars, each bringing their unique flavor to the project. This collaborative spirit is evident in the album's eclectic mix of tracks, each telling a distinct story. Throughout the recording process, Evans faced numerous challenges. Balancing her artistic vision with commercial considerations required careful navigation. There were moments of creative tension, but Evans's experience and leadership ensured that the team stayed focused and inspired. The production phase was meticulous, with Evans paying close attention to every detail, from vocal arrangements to instrumentation. Her perfectionism paid off, as each track resonates with emotional depth and sonic richness. In the final stages, Evans worked closely with mixing and mastering engineers to polish the album to perfection. The result is a body of work that not only showcases her vocal brilliance, but also her ability to evolve and stay relevant in a constantly changing music landscape. This album is a celebration of Faith Evans's journey, a blend of past influences and future aspirations, solidifying her status as an R&B icon. Let me know what you think in the comments below. Please like, share, and subscribe for more. Thanks for watching, and see you in my next video.